It was 12:59 a.m. when the first scream echoed through the town of Ravenwood. A chilling wind swept through the empty streets as the old church bell rang, signaling the arrival of an hour that wasn't supposed to exist, the 13th hour. Main characters: Ethan Carter, a 17-year-old with a sharp mind and a deep curiosity about the town's legends. Lina Morgan, a rebellious teenager with a tragic past, haunted by visions of things yet to come. Jacob "Jake" Holloway, a skeptic who believes in science, not ghosts or supernatural forces. Dr. Elijah Graves, a historian obsessed with the town's dark history. Ethan had always been fascinated by the strange myths surrounding Ravenwood. According to an old legend, every 50 years, at exactly 1 a.m. on November 13th, time would pause, and for 60 minutes, the town would be trapped in a reality where the dead could walk, and forgotten horrors could roam free. Most people dismissed it as an urban legend, until tonight. As the clock struck 1 a.m., every streetlight flickered and died. The air became heavy, suffocating, and an eerie silence swallowed the town. Then, from the shadows, they emerged. Figures wrapped in mist, their faces twisted in pain, the ghosts of the towns forgotten, those who had vanished over the centuries without a trace. Ethan, Lina, and Jake had been investigating the legend, but they never expected it to be real. Hiding inside the town library, they watched in horror as the streets filled with the lost souls of Ravenwood. Dr. Graves had warned them about the 13th hour. He had spent years researching it, connecting the disappearances to an ancient ritual performed centuries ago. At 2 a.m., they vanish, he had told Ethan. But if they find you before then, they'll make sure you stay. Ethan finds an old journal hidden inside the library. Dr. Graves's notes. The final entry sends chills down his spine. The 13th hour does not exist unless you see it. If you acknowledge it, you become a part of it forever. Realization dawns on Ethan too late. They had been asking questions, digging too deep. They had seen it. Suddenly, the spirits turn towards the library. They know. As the clock nears 2 a.m., the trio fights to survive, running through the town's abandoned alleys, trying to stay hidden. But one by one, the spirits reach for them, pulling them into the darkness. Ethan makes it to the town's clock tower, where a massive ancient clock sits untouched for decades. Desperation fuels him as he struggles to move the rusted hands forward to force time to move again. At the final second, as the spirits close in, the clock chimes. 2 a.m., silence. The town returns to normal. The sun rises, people wake up, unaware of the nightmare that unfolded in the lost hour. But Ethan, Lina, and Jake? They're nowhere to be found. The only thing left behind is the journal. With one final note written in Ethan's handwriting, we saw it. We were part of it. Now we are lost in it. The end of part 1. Wait for the second and third parts. They will be the best you will ever see.